Hey, okay, so this is about a question I was asked: how to handle our lives when we are surrounded by people who seem to be toxic. From a message that one read, that how do you handle toxic people who seem to take over? You're worried about losing them. So without realizing, you start to lose bits of yourself till you feel like you've lost your identity, and it brings in, I think, a lot of unhealthy patterns for all of us. So, how do you handle it? How do you control this thing of not control? How do you choose to not lose yourself? There are some very simple things we can do. My friends, you can begin by journaling. Why do we need to journal? Because when you write it down, it becomes very clear. So, literally, just sit down and write what would you choose for yourself? What do you want for yourself? What are your choices? How do you wish to be spoken to? Your self love, self respect. This is what I want to create for me. I will not tolerate being spoken to like this, being handled like this. Understand the people around you, understand your patterns. By your patterns, I mean why your reactions are what they are. When I say understand the people around you, it is not to say what they're doing is all right. It is not to say toxic people need to be controlled or handled endlessly. It is about understanding your pattern, because if we go with the belief that our internal world creates our external world, we need to know what pattern in us is attracting that certain pattern from somebody. All right? We can change only ourselves, you cannot change anyone else. You can change your communication patterns, you can change how you speak to people. Once you understand what are their standard triggers, why do we need to understand their standard triggers? Only in as much as we want to get a certain reaction from them. Because if communication is only as good as the response you get, then we need to communicate clearly what we desire for ourselves. We need to be watchful of, we should not be harming the divinity within others. Just for that, maybe remembering that you are love and you need to function out of a space of love, because bullies are the people who need maximum love. Those who are angry are just basically sad inside and they don't have an outlet, so they start screaming, thinking once we are screaming, we'll get our way, we'll be able to control people, we'll be able to live life the way we want to, which is not healthy for anyone. So it is up to you that you choose to get a certain behavior for yourself and not settle for anything less. Along with all this, if it is a relationship which is beyond toxic to have become abusive, then we need to look at it a little bit more clearly if there are children involved, because what are the children picking up is really important. What are the children picking up? Whether it is abuse being given by the mother, emotional, verbal, to the father, or from the father to the mother, if it's physical abuse, if it's emotional abuse, if they just see you as a broken human being, they are going to repeat that pattern. The problem with what we are doing is not just that it's harming one of us, it's that we are creating victims in our children. They will recreate the environment they perceive right now in their childhoods. So it's very important for them to learn what they want as their values, what they want as their beliefs. And you, fortunately, unfortunately, are really instrumental in giving them a very, very complete belief system, or then cutting the roots of their foundation to the point that they will grow up to be confused. Yes, you may be able to help them later as you evolve, but the thing is, why not nip the evil in the bud and already plant seeds that you want them to have in their garden? Right? To have in their garden means their life, and plant seeds the correct emotions, which makes them creators, which makes them all powerful. You need to think about this very clearly. Take a journal, write down what you want for yourself, what you have perceived for yourself. Write down what in your environment, the people around you, is absolutely against your ethics and what you just can't tolerate, what is really cutting into your self esteem and your value, your self worth, and which makes you either feel scared or makes you cover around, or then gives you anxiety, worry, or some of you who are on the border of almost being depressed. Please figure out what patterns in their behavior is not helping, and then try to understand them, not to forgive them completely in the sense of whatever you do is all right because, oh, you had a childhood like that. We all have the power to change when we want to, right? So it's not like you're saying it's all right, it's an excuse. It's to say if they are not at that stage in their life where they wish to change, you need to decide what you want to do for yourself. So, what makes you feel better? Which hobby, which skill, what creative activity can help you feel good? What you will absolutely not tolerate, and to be able to send that message across with love very quietly. A screaming batch doesn't have to become I scream, you scream. There is no solution. It has to be, but I can't handle this anymore. You understand that it subtracts from my life. I can't take this anymore. So let's either not talk if you have to stay together for the kids. Because running away from situations, unless it's an absolute no way out, can be avoided, because you know what happens if it's a lesson we have chosen to learn and you keep running away. It's all right, we sometimes divorce is the answer, but if you run away, next lifetime you start from the same place. You may not be the wife or the husband this time, and by whatever your spouse is, but in some or the other relationship with the same person, the same karma will be repeated till you find an answer to it. So running away is not an answer. Just think about this, tell me what you feel, and then we can have another discussion. I can share some more thoughts. Please let it be a discussion. It's perfectly all right. Thank you for the question, because that's what the group is about.